Today we are going to graph using point-slope form. Point-slope form is typically used to write an equation of a line when you're given a point and a slope. Sometimes when we're graphing, they're going to set up the equation and it's already going to be in point-slope form. So instead of manipulating the equation to be in slope-intercept form or in standard form, we can graph right off of this formula. So let's talk about this formula. This formula says that, point-slope formula says, I have y minus y1 equals my slope x minus x1, where y1, x1 is my ordered pair, and the slope of my line is m. So, with this, we are going to identify the points in the following equations, and we're going to identify the slopes in the following equations. So first, in this equation, remember, we know that y minus y1 equals my slope x minus x1. So in my equation, it's already set up that here I have x1, I have y1. So it's y minus y1, so my y1 is just the 4. I have x minus x1, so my x1 is just the 2. So my ordered pair is 2, 4. My slope sits right here in front of my parentheses, so my slope is 3. In example 2, I have y minus y1 equals my slope x minus x1. So again with my ordered pair. Well, here I have plus 3. Well, we know that plus 3 comes from minus a negative 3, because two negatives make a positive. So my y1 is negative 3. Because it has to be y minus, so it has to be y minus that negative 3. My x1 is positive 2, which then makes my slope negative 2, right in front of my parenthesis. And then my last one, y minus y1, slope x minus x1. So here again, my y1 is set up right there at 1. Here I have that plus 6, but we know that plus 6 is minus negative 6. So my x1 is my negative 6. So my ordered pair is negative 6, 1, because it's got to be minus the number. And my slope is set up just to be 3. So what is the important part about identifying these? To be able to identify these, I have to be able to graph these. Because to graph these, it's 3 simple steps. So 1, I just need to identify my slope and my ordered pair. 2, I'm going to plot my ordered pair. From my ordered pair, I'm going to move my slope. That makes my point 2. Sorry, this makes my point number 1, just in case we were unsure. And then I'm going to connect the 2 dots. Or connect the 2 points. Easy schmeezy. So let's do it. So, number 1, I want to identify my M and my point. So looking at my equation right here, my ordered pair right here is 1, negative 2, 1. My slope is 3. Oops, I don't know why I put that like that, but my slope equals 3. That's weird how I put it like that, but that's okay. My slope equals 3. Sorry, I put that weird. Sorry. That was just weird. My slope equals 3. I'm going to use this for the key, so I need to put it equals 3. So now, I'm going to plot my ordered pair. So I'm going to come over here to -2, +1. That's my first thing. I'm going to move my slope, which is 3, which is the same thing as 3 over 1. So I'm going to go up 3, I'm going to go over 1. So up 1, 2, 3, over 1. If I want to make sure I'm doing a good job, I can do it again. 1, 2, 3, over 1. Because remember, slope is consistent on the line. I could even go down, negative, negative. 1, 2, 3, over 1. Oops, wait, 1, 2, 3, over 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1. I could put more points if I wanted to put more points. Then I'm going to nicely line them all up nice and pretty. I've now graphed my line. Easy schmeezy. Okay, on number 2, I'm going to identify my ordered pair and identify my slope. So my ordered pair, I have 4 and 1. So my ordered pairs, remember, he's my x and he's my y. So 1, 4. My slope is right there, and he is -2. So I'm going to plot my ordered pair, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move my slope. This means I'm going to go down 2 and right 2. So from here, I'm going to go down 2 and right 1. So I think I said 2. Right 1. Down 2, right 1. Sorry, I don't like that point. Down 2 and right 1. This time I'm only going to move him once, but you got to be super careful if you're only going to move him once. Our line has to be nice and straight. Has to be lined up pretty. You can have just the 2 points, but you're going to have to line them up pretty. I always suggest with slope, because he's a constant movement, to do a couple of them, just to keep it pretty. And our last example, identify my ordered pair and identify my slope. Remember, because he's a +2, that's minus -2. So my ordered pair is 3, -2. My slope is -1/2. It doesn't matter who gets the negative, the top or the bottom, but only one gets the negative, either the top or the bottom. I always shove them in the top, makes it easy for me. So now I plot my 3, -2. I'm going to move my slope. So I'm going to go down 1, right 2. I put a couple ordered pairs. Keep my line nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. I'm actually nice and pretty. Have a wonderful day.